Hello, good evening, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Jaleesa. For those of you who don't know, I have been getting on recently for the past couple of weeks, making videos touching base on mental health and suicide awareness. Today, I have actually chosen a topic to cover. I'm actually going to be kind of discussing signs to kind of pretty much watch out for or to look for as far as mental health, or for those who are considering suicide. I did lose my baby sister, Selena, October 26th of last year. She did leave us by suicide, unfortunately. But she's in a better place. She's happy, at peace, and that's all I can ask for. So just to really touch base, as far as when I was kind of doing my research for today's topic, it's like mental health is very broad, but at the same time it could be very specific. And when I say that, because when you think of mental health, there's all, like I mentioned in my previous video, there's all different types. You have from anxiety to depression, bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, all different types of things that people suffer from, that can lead them to want to leave us by suicide or feel like they have no other choice but to. But then when you think about all those different things, they can be very specific. But all in all, there are signs to really pay attention and be aware of. I'm going to kind of start with mental health. One thing I notice even in myself is just constantly worrying and fearing certain outcomes, just kind of always being anxious, hence like anxiety. Or always feeling like really down or sad and out low. Another sign they say is just like extreme changes in mood. Or just avoiding friends, activities, going out, anything from changes in your sexual drive to your eating habits. Honestly, just changes in anything in your regular day life, can be signs. So it can be kind of hard to depict if someone really suffers from mental health, so you really have to pay attention. But even things like changes in school performance or work performance, there's just a lot of things that come with it. But then to go from there, I want to kind of touch base on now kind of some signs of those that may be considering suicide, which is a very serious topic that not a lot of people talk about. But some of the signs are just a lot of talking about wanting to die, or just like constantly feeling guilty about something, or feeling shameful about something, constantly having regret, or just constantly feeling like you're a problem. Or it can just being like paying attention and like noticing how they may start to feel hopeless, or like they have no other options, or like they're trapped, or just feel like there's really no reason to keep going, and just constantly voicing that, or just changing in behaviors, or even some people go as far as starting to make a plan or talking about different ways of dying. Just withdrawing themselves, sleeping either too much or too little, just a overall change in yourself. And then with that, I also found this cool little worksheet online. It is 5 steps, 5 actions, 5 action steps for helping someone who's in emotional pain. first one is like to be blunt. They say the more honest you are about it, the more we normalize it, the more that people stop feeling like it's a problem to like suffer from mental health and things like that. But the first step, they say, is to ask. You know, whether you're as blunt as asking if you're thinking about if you're killing, or if they're thinking about killing themselves or anything like that. It's not an easy question, and studies say that as well. But it doesn't increase it as much as people think it'll increase the chances by asking that question, because they think it'll put it in their mind. But in reality, you're bringing the topic about so you can really talk about it. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, no, I'm not fine. I mean, I lost my sister, as many people know. I have been having a tough time with that. Excuse me, guys. I've really been missing my best friend. Back to the video. Step 2 in action steps for helping someone who's in emotional pain. Just keeping them safe. Not smothering them, but making sure they're not constantly feeling alone or having access to things that may be able to leave us by suicide. Number 3 is just to be there. Even if it's just to listen and not say anything back, just be there. Number 4 is to help them connect. Give them, different hotlines or groups or resources. They may not be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. They're probably gonna be like, oh, I don't know why you're trying to tell me all that stuff. They're probably gonna disregard it. But then when you're gone, they're really gonna look over all that or look at that phone number, or really utilize the things that you give them. And last but not least, just stay connected. Don't say that you're going to be there for them and just fall off and not be there for them. So now that I have covered my topics and I look like a whole emotional wreck, does anyone have any questions? Or would anybody like any recaps on anything? Again, my name is Jaleesa. For those who don't know me, I did lose my best friend, my baby sister, Selena, October 26th of 2020. She did leave us by suicide. So I do get on here periodically and make videos. As I've mentioned before, I don't feel that anything can be solved. I don't feel like we can prevent a problem if we don't know about the problem and if we don't speak on the problem. So please, you guys, like, share, comment, help me spread the word, help me save lives, help me help others be informed. Let's not keep this quiet, because it's a very serious topic and it's killing a lot of our loved ones. Excuse me for getting emotional. As I mentioned before, I have been having a really hard time. I do miss my sister so much. But yeah, it doesn't look like anyone has any questions, so I hope tonight was informative. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, help me spread the word, help me save a life. I love you guys. Good night.